Ball.
Billy
With
deductor.
the pom-poms.
Yeah.
I grow, he cooks. I grow, he cooks. I grow, he cooks. I grow, he cooks. I'm Ashley.
And I'm Alan.
I grow and he cooks. Coming up this month,
Veg of the month.
we've got Alan whipping us something tasty up, hopefully. And we've also got a failure that probably shouldn't have happened, but it did, so...
Whoopsie. But before we go any further, we're going to need this.
What's in the glass? See what we got here. What
Yep.
we got?
This month we're going for the Diddly Squat Gin.
Yep, what flavour we got?
Orange peel, nutmeg, and allspice. So
A little taste there.
bottoms up.
That's quite nice. A bit of
Nice, yeah.
getting the nutmeg definitely in
Spicy.
there, and the spice, yeah.
Nutmeg.
Quite a wintry sort of drink, I'd say, maybe.
Yeah. I drink in the summer as well.
Yeah.
Long.
All right, all year
glass.
round. All year round.
All year round, just drink. So
Yeah. Well, now we've got that out of the way and
Nice,
we're
yeah,
set
yeah.
up. Should we
now we can
move
go
on to what we've been up to?
Yep.
So, what have you been up to?
What
then,
I've
Alan?
been, oh wow, Christmas obviously really busy time for us. Just lots of cooking, preparing meals, just lots of work really, and then same over New Year as well. We work all the way through Christmas and New Year, so yeah, it's just been a really busy time really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, so not much in the way of Christmas for you then.
No, not yet. No. My birthday's on the 11th, so and I'm working.
Second Christmas.
I'm working as well. So, but don't forget, plenty of cards, presents, and drink, Diddly Squat drink.
Send it on. Send it on over.
Send it through. Yeah, we'll give you the address at the end.
So
Yourself?
yeah.
Been,
Well, it's been actually quite nice. I've had a bit of time off over
of a-
Christmas, so I just come
chill
in
out.
and do a few bits when I need to. So it's been quite nice.
pretty good. Yeah.
Spent a bit of time with the kids. Been
Family.
good. Enjoyable. Ate way too much probably.
I still did.
Yeah. Oh god, yeah. Christmas Day.
Yeah, I still
could barely
managed-
breathe by the end of it, but we were all right. Yeah.
In a food coma.
It was nice. I enjoyed it. So yeah. There we go.
Ah, good.
I think it's time for
Veg of the month.
Veg of the Month.
Veg of the month.
Veg of the Month. Right, so the Veg of the Month this month is parsnips. So we're going to go out and have a look at some parsnips in a minute. We'll dig some up. But first, it's a bit early before work and it's still a bit dark, so I thought I'd give you some facts on some parsnips. So everyone knows what a parsnip looks like. They look like a carrot, but quite a bit bigger and quite pale, that sort of shape anyway. They're very earthy and nutty flavour to them. They've got... they get quite sweet as well through the winter. Their natural defence is to turn the starches into sugar to try and stop them from getting damaged by the frost. So after you've had a frost on them, they get quite a lot sweeter. They are full of vitamin C and fibre and potassium, so they're quite good for your gut health and stuff. They've been in Europe for thousands of years, long before the potato. The Romans were quite big fans of them, apparently. Before sugar was widely available, they used to use them quite a lot for puddings and stuff, and as a replacement for using in sugar in dishes. So I'm outside now and I'm going to dig up some parsnips and see what we got here. So we've got a few parsnips there. I'll just come over so you can see, but this is what the parsnips look like. You can see there, got a beige colour. These parsnips were planted on the 2nd of May. The key to growing parsnips is the germination. They're quite a tricky plant to germinate. The seeds are quite thin and papery, so they can dry out quite easily in the spring sun. The trick is to keep them watered. Obviously, they don't want to be soaking wet and waterlogged. Here, I'm quite lucky that the irrigation's on, so it tends to keep the soil quite well. A little trick you can use to help them germinate is to sow them in the soil and then give them a water and put a plank of wood over them, and then in I think it's about 21 days, something like that, it takes to germinate. if you keep checking them near that time, once they start to germinate, you can lift them up, but it just stops the sun from evaporating the water off the surface and drying them out. So there's a nice little trick for you there to help you germinate your parsnips if you struggle. And I think that's it now. So now I'm going to hand you over to Alan, and he's hopefully going to cook you something delicious.
Parsnip, beautiful earth, robust vegetable. We use a lot of it. Ashley grows some beautiful samples of it, and I'm going to go through now the process of sautéed parsnips with you. Let's get into it. So, start off with obviously washing your parsnips, getting rid of all the dirt, especially at the top where the parsnip comes out of the ground. They always tend to harbour quite a lot of dirt and grit at the top. Give it a good wash off. Next, peel it. Peel it how you want, with a knife or a peeler, doesn't matter. Next, you want to try and get a flat surface on one side of the parsnip. So slice it in half, and if they're a big parsnip, slice it again so you got 4/4. If it's a smaller one, then just do it in half. I always trim the little sort of, just run a peeler just along the edge, just to make sure it's perfectly flat. Next, you want a saute pan or frying pan, either or, and then inside of that, some thin slices of butter, but don't be scared to use lots of butter. Put it all over the bottom of the pan, and next you then place your parsnips into the butter, no heat yet, and then push them down slightly. So create a ring of parsnips, if you like, what you can try and fill that the bottom of your frying pan or sauté pan. Turn the heat up, medium high. Let the butter melt, and then put a few sprigs of thyme just in the middle, and then a cartouche, which is a parchment paper lid, and what that does, that lets the parsnips kind of steam a little bit, but also traps the flavour, a little bit of moisture as well. So you're kind of getting a two-way cooking method. Leave them 20 minutes until they're quite nearly burnt. Be brave and take it to that limit, and then turn the heat off, and then let them just sit there for 20-25 minutes. Still covered in the cartouche, just leave them alone, and then back on the heat again for another 15-20 minutes, until you kind of get this glass, really dark, rich glass effect. So it's kind of shiny and almost burnt. Off the heat, cartouche off, serving on a plate. Beautiful.
So thank you, Alan, for your cooking demo there. I think we've all learned something new there. Nice new recipe, and we can all give that a try.
Just a different way of doing it, really.
Yeah.
Just nice and simple, not difficult. Yeah, good.
Yeah, pretty delicious looking anyway.
Very nice, yeah.
Could have brought me some to try.
We got gin instead.
Yeah, we got gin instead, so we're all right. So we've been asking for your questions, and quite a few of you have actually replied. So
yeah, really good. Thanks for that, guys. We've had.
It's been very busy for you.
Which is good. We don't mind. That's
what we want.
The name of the game of it, isn't it? So, and a lot of people sort of asking about healthy meals, leftover, what to do with the leftovers, especially over Christmas. Quick.
Yeah, comforting.
Quick, healthy, comforting, winter warmers. We had a lot of questions about that. So, it's kind of hard to generalize all of it into one, but basically to make them healthy, just look at the fats that you're using to cook the meal in. So obviously butter has a higher fat content than veg oil.
Yeah, tastier.
Yeah, true, yeah.
The tastier it works, yeah.
Olive oil's the healthiest option to cook with. And then also look at any cream-based recipes. So substitute stuff. So substitute the cream for half-fat creme fraiche. Just sort of be aware of what you're putting in that ingredient then to make it more healthy for you. Plenty of veg.
Any ideas for recipes?
Recipes, wow, yeah. I mean, there's lots of kind of pan-fried recipes you can do. You can saute green beans in olive oil with chili, chopped up chilies or chili flakes.
Chuck a bit of turkey in, leftover turkey.
Yeah, I think people are mostly sick of that, I think, now. So I'm just going on the veggie route at the moment. And then we'll have, green beans, French beans, sautéed in a pan with chili flakes, and then throw in some cherry tomatoes at the end. Cook it till they just start to break down. Season it, salt and pepper. Lovely dish, nice and simple, quick. Seafood is a very good, healthy option. So if you're sick of your turkey and your ham, substitute your seafood. Makes it lighter, healthier. We do a lot of prawn dishes. So the green bean with a tomato, I just said, you can add prawns in as well. Pies are good. Keep the pies.
Fish pie, my favourite.
Fish pie, yeah.
This time of year as well, I think there's a lot of comfort sort of.
Yeah, you need that because the weather's cold. And
stews,
yeah. But again, a lot of the stews that I cook, I slow cook them and I'll do them overnight, or I'll cook them throughout the day, ready for a dinner in the evening. And it's a very simple kind of process, brown the meat off, put that in a pot or your slow cooker, throw in your veg, your mirepoix of onion, celery and carrots, any other sort of herbs you've got around, thyme, rosemary, bay leaves. Fill it with stock just above the meat, and then just let it do its thing. I mean, that is
it's definitely
a healthy meal.
Me,
you won't get any healthier than that.
For me, this time of year, I'm very much on the slow cooker. Stews and pies and stuff.
Yeah.
I've got quite like to do a chili as well with some
chili
beef
pie.
Just not a chili pie, but just like a beef chili with, and I like to put a bit of sweet potato in there as well.
Yeah.
And
there used to be a pie we had in this restaurant near where I used to live, and it was called the Dragon Pie, and it was beef, but they laced it with chili.
Oh, nice!
And they called it the Dragon Pie, obviously, because of the smoke literally came out of your ears, even. And
you're a fan of hot stuff?
Not really, no. I can taste the spice in this, and it's starting to burn my lips. No, I mean, I find Worcester sauce crisps
I find sometimes you get to like a stage there, and it ruins the.
Yeah. We use it more as a flavour than a spice. The heat side of it. So, you try and get that. A bit bitter. Some are sweet as well. The chilies. So we use it to try and balance.
Yeah, there's definitely those the Machu Picchu ones.
The little tiny.
Those little purple ones. They were quite. I thought they had quite a smoky sort of flavour.
Yeah, you get. I mean, there's so many different varieties now, aren't there?
Yeah,
so,
and there's
but
those red, the hot decaying ones.
Oh
They were very. They were very hot.
Yeah. So actually grew a lot this year, and I dehydrated them in an oven, basically, for hours, until they're really crisp, and then you just blitz them up. And I made chili flakes, and then blitz them even further to make chili powder. So it's a good way of using it up. But
we had a lot of chilies this year. It was a good year.
Yeah, we did have a lot. Yeah. But no, it's good. So going back to the healthy, just try and substitute the unhealthy, if you want to call it, for the more healthy. And the meals don't have to be over complex. They're quite stews, casseroles, they're quite a basic meal.
Just keep it simple.
Yeah, just keep it simple. I mean, I'm always under the philosophy of, let the ingredients do the work. Don't overcomplicate it by sticking, 20 different things in it. Just let the beef sing out. Let the chili, if you might use, sing out. Let the vegetables, fresh ones, sing out. Don't complicate it. Just
put too many herbs and spices.
Yeah. Don't because all your taste is the herb. I mean, thyme's very strong, tarragon's strong, rosemary's strong. So just keep it to the minimum and let the ingredients that the main you're using sort of come out. So yeah, I mean, great questions there, guys.
What about say people who are a bit short on time? Any tips for
again short on time? I mean, if you can manage
batch cook stuff,
batch cook. If you find yourself running out of time, and then try and cook a bigger batch and then freeze it. Stews, casseroles, even curries. Soups, they all freeze really well. So whilst you're doing it, I mean, you could do a stew in, if you weren't slow cooking it, obviously, you could cook it in, an hour and a half, and then freeze it. Put it in the smaller little ice cream tubs and freeze it. So yeah, I mean, the time. I mean, if you haven't got time, then obviously the slow cooker is the way forward.
Yeah, that's it. Sometimes I have in the past. I'll normally make it in the morning. Then when you get home from work and you're busy and you've got loads to do, you can't be bothered. Your food's ready for you, and you can
wake up in the morning.
Yeah, or I suppose you could even do it the night before and leave it in there ready to go. Just switch it on in the morning when you.
Definitely. Yeah, it's such an easy, healthy way to cook.
Yeah, and everything just tastes good when
Never had a bad that's right. Yet. No. So yeah, I mean, everyone this time of year, don't they? They always think like, January, right? We're going to do the health kit.
Oh, the health kit, yeah.
I mean, I try, but I fail within I
love food too much.
4 hours at midnight.
I'm not going to worry about it.
No. But yeah, just let the flavors do the work for you. Don't adding into everything, and keep the creams to a minimal. Use half fat. Creme fraiche, is a great alternative. I mean, you get half fat creams as well. But olive oil, try and avoid butter, fresh veg, good quality meat, you're sorted.
Yeah, good advice there.
Done.
Any other questions?
Well,
I had a question actually, yeah. So someone asked whether he's okay to mow his lawn at this time of year. Well, I think as long as, we've had a bit of snow the last few days, so it's probably not advisable now. I just think as long as it's not frosty or too wet, and you just want to tidy it up, you could just give it a little run over and just take the high spots off on a high setting. I think it'd probably be pretty safe to do that. So
what happens when you cut it in the frost?
Well, if it's frosty, I think when you cut it, it can have a tendency to sort of bruise it as it's cutting. Because it's sort of like mush.
Yeah.
Like when they get frozen, it sort of gets a bit mushy.
Yeah, because I can see.
Because when you stand on it, you can leave your footprints across there.
Yeah, because I can see where my dog's been in the garden.
Yeah.
His bloody footprints
it's not
all
really
through
great
it.
for it, no.
No.
And then I think someone asked about maidenhair ferns. Well, I've not had much to do with them in the past, but I do know that they're very fussy. So they don't like being too wet, but they also don't like being dry. They quite like a humid sort of environment. So they do thrive quite well in bathrooms and stuff, from the steam from the shower. Much like orchids and things, they like that sort of...
Is it an indoor plant?
Yeah, it's an indoor plant. It's sort of like they've got like tiny little sort of like round leaves, quite a lot of them.
Oh, right, yeah.
Sort of a bit of a training plant. But,
nice.
Yeah, so maybe try putting it somewhere there. And it doesn't really like too much sun, but it does like to be in a light sort of area. So it's sort of a bit
tricky
of a...
one, isn't it?
Yeah. Just
but then
as
if you
long
put
as
it on
as long as it's not in direct sun, I think it'll be all right.
And if you put it on a windowsill or somewhere, the sun will move.
Yeah, and it won't be on it.
So,
but yeah, I think the humidity's a sort of good idea for that.
Yeah. Cool. Some
Right,
good
so,
questions there.
Yeah, we've had some good questions.
Keep firing your questions in as well. We're more than happy to try and answer them.
Yeah, as much as we can.
Yeah, much as we can. So if anything you need to know about gardening,
Gardening or
cooking,
or just anything.
anything,
Yeah.
not really good at fixing cars.
Or growing hair.
Hair's definitely out of the question. Definitely.
We've tried. But,
Yeah, I gave up. Yeah. Gave up.
Or citrus plants.
Citrus plants? No, we've seen that on there. Yeah. Yeah, brilliant, guys. Yeah, keep sending them in and we'll do our best to answer them. Thank you.
Right, so Alan, who've we stolen?
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. We're up here today in Ashley's greenhouse with a special guest. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, hello, my name's Katie and I work as an events and marketing assistant on the estate, on the events team in the estate office.
How long have you been here?
I've been here since March, so 10 months now.
Cool.
So, yeah.
What sort of thing do you do on a daily?
So I run all the social media of the estate, so Facebook, Instagram. I do daily content around the estate. I also help out with our events, doing the marketing side, so promoting all our events and what we've got going on at the estate. We also work in weddings, corporate events we do as well, marketing the holiday lets, running websites. And I work along my manager, also called Katie. So it's quite confusing, yeah. So quite a small team on the estate.
It's okay because it's a small team, but we've got 2 Katies in the events and 2
Ashleys.
Ashleys in the wall garden.
Yeah.
So.
That's enough.
But anyway, so I think Alan's going to ask you some questions.
Question.
So,
If you could only eat one food, what would it be?
I think it would definitely be a roast dinner because you've got like a variety of
choice,
things
good
on the
choice.
plate. Like you've got
Yeah,
Yorkshire
everyone loves a
puddings,
roast.
stuffing, all your veg, and also then you've got different meats as well, so you can choose what you want.
Yeah,
And then you can have it you can have it in winter, it's like a nice meal, and then in summer, like you can
Still have a
so,
roast.
yeah,
you can
exactly.
simplify it. So
I think it's just like I think it's perfect.
Have you got a
can
favourite
variety.
kind of meat?
Oh,
for the
definitely beef or chicken.
Yeah.
I would say are my
Nice.
2 favourite. So
Lovely.
yeah, I'd probably
all the trimmings.
all the trimmings. Yeah, like I love a Christmas roast.
Sprouts?
Yeah, I love sprouts. Sprouts with a bit of
Wicked.
bacon.
Wicked.
Yeah.
There we
Lovely,
go.
yeah.
There we go.
Nice.
Right, so the next question for you is, if you weren't doing this job you were doing now, what would you like to do?
I'd probably be travelling. If I'd say,
Traveller?
yeah, I would
Traveller.
be travelling.
Nice.
An influencer.
An influencer,
Travelling,
yeah, well, it could be an influencer,
Yeah.
like a TikTok star or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd love to be travelling.
Excellent.
Maybe in somewhere in Asia. I'd love to travel South America as well.
Have you done travelling before? Have you been away?
Yeah, I've been to Australia and New Zealand. So I've travelled the east coast of Australia
Oh,
and
nice.
then also New Zealand, but only the North Island. I
Was
do want to
that
explore
holidaying
this.
or was that kind of a
It was kind of holidaying with my
gappy year
sister.
thing?
Yeah, it was
Working
kind of just like 3 months. We just went out to see our family and then kind of explored.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, after university. So
Oh,
yeah, it's really
excellent.
fun.
Excellent. Another question. What got you into this occupation you're currently doing?
So I actually did event management and marketing at uni at the University of Plymouth. So that was where I kind of started off. But before then, I used to be a show jumper. So I used to horse ride a lot when I was younger.
Oh, wow.
And I went to Hartbury, Equine. So I used to compete there quite a lot when I was
Yeah,
younger.
yeah, yeah.
And then I used to help out with the show days. And that kind of got me into the event side of everything.
Oh, lovely.
And then marketing at university, I ran some social media accounts for an awards event, so that got me interested. And also I've been on social media personally myself for quite a long time, so I enjoyed that. And then I worked in weddings, so
Yeah.
I've got a background in weddings as well, so that got me into the job.
What,
that I do now.
organising?
Yeah,
as a
organising.
wedding?
So I was a wedding trainee assistant.
Oh, cool.
So I basically helped organise the weddings.
Yeah.
Helped preparation, catering, etc., making sure they all run
Were you
smoothly.
the link with the wedding party and then the
Yeah, so
venue,
with the
you
bride,
kind
yeah, I
of-
coordinated quite closely with the bride and groom and also their family as well. And that was local, well, not local around here, local for me, in Monmouthshire.
Yeah.
So yeah, family independent.
Very
so
good.
yeah,
Well
that's where I
done.
worked in.
Lovely. Right, and then last question we've got is, tell us something that people might not know about you, a little
Oh, that's
snippet
really
of something
hard.
You
different.
can't mention the.
And I can't
you've already said
mention
the
any of that
joke
because
in
I've
that.
said
Said the
everything.
jockey bit.
I've
You
said
can't do that.
everything. At university, I used to be a cheerleader.
Wow.
Yeah, I used to do cheerleading
Oh,
at
get
university, which was really fun. And I cheerleaded
With
up
the
to...
pom poms.
Yeah.
And the whole outfit.
Yeah, I used to be able to... I used to be able to tumble, stunt. Yeah, I competed
What,
in
like when they
Birmingham,
lift you up in the air
Manchester. Yeah,
What, on a kind of like a.
and
as
in a competition team,
competition
yeah,
level?
up to level 2, yeah. And it was
wicked.
really fun. And that would be.
that is
something
quite
I
interesting,
know.
yeah.
Yeah. So I used to do
We could
gymnastics
have like a
as well.
little
Cheerleading.
Yeah, we could.
intro to our little podcast here. You could come on.
With the
and-
pom-poms,
We
music.
can have our own cheerleaders.
We need like a Babington Estate lid, hard pom-poms, all branded.
Excellent.
Get a stump group, throw Alan up in the air.
Yeah, oh yeah. Fair play.
Right, well, that is
Excellent,
all the
yeah.
questions.
Brilliant.
It's very interesting. Thank you for
Thank you, Katie,
That's
for your time.
okay.
For coming
For your
up.
time, yeah.
Yeah,
No
appreciate it.
worries.
Thank you.
So that was Katie. Thank you for that.
Thank you,
That was,
Katie.
very kind of her. And next, we're going to move on to failure
Oh,
of
yeah.
the month. Right. So, Alan, you going to start your failure of the month? I think you've got
I
one
got
or two.
a few battle scars well, on the same finger. I mean, you won't be able to see it, but
We could zoom in. Go on. Put
yeah.
your thumb right. Yeah, no. Oh, there we go.
No,
There
it's
we go.
embarrassing.
Yeah.
I was using one of the Japanese mandolin, yeah, and you know, I tend not to put the guard on it. And as I was slicing,
Oh, look what you're doing.
I think it was a courgette, slicing the courgette lengthways, and you're doing it, and obviously I slid down, and the courgette stopped, and then my thumb carried through, so I just nipped the end of my sort of thumb off, and
That's not very nice.
and that just healed nicely. That was just before Christmas, I think. And then I was just grating some cheese, and then I grated the same bit, and then I managed to grate half my nail as well, and so that came off. And
Yeah.
so yeah, a bit of a,
Working long hours at Christmas.
yeah,
It's not fun to get
tired, long hours.
We just
yeah.
run with that anyway.
Yeah, that's my excuse.
So I've actually just thought of my failure of the month.
Ooh.
Really, it's not really garden related this month. It's
Doesn't
more
matter, don't have
cooking
to be.
related.
Yeah,
actually.
it's good.
The other night I
Good.
thought I'd experiment with trying to make some soups. I thought, it can't be that hard to
No.
make a soup. So I thought, leek and potato, it's just leeks and potato. And it was more of a posh mashed potato with leeks in
Oh, wow.
soup. But it was the
yeah.
tastiest mashed potato I've ever had. But
Yeah,
it
there is
wasn't,
a dish actually. I can't remember what it's called. Where it's a really loose potato mixture.
Yeah,
a
with-
bit like mash,
with
literally.
a bit of stock in there and a bit of leek.
Yeah, with leeks in it. I can't think of the name
It
of
was
it. but
really nice, even
yeah.
if it wasn't really soup consistency, and the kids loved it. So
more like what, porridge?
yeah,
kind of.
someone described it as semolina, I think.
Oh wow. Yeah.
And the wife laughed at it a lot. And
Did she eat it?
Yeah,
There you go.
She just took the mick at me for a while, but yeah, it was a yeah. So that was my failure this month. I
No,
think
that ain't a failure. That's
no.
just,
I liked it anyway. So
And there's one thing I'll say as well. I mean, people are like, in our profession, yours and mine. I mean, a lot of people are really nervous about failure because if your crop fails,
yeah. Then I've got to come to
Then you
you
got to
or
come
the
to me
Duchess
and-
or
yeah,
someone
then
and
we-
say, "Oh, we haven't
yeah,
got it."
that's it. But if I fail, I mean,
You feel you're letting someone down. don't you?
yeah. But
yeah.
my advice to people would be never fear failure
No.
because that's how you learn.
And you'll never try anything new if you're worried
No,
about
exactly.
failing all the
Yeah,
time,
I mean,
will you?
I've
So-
had things go wrong. I've overcooked, I've burnt, I've forgotten, a tray of ingredients in the oven, but you just learn from it. I mean, that's the key. I mean,
Well,
don't
like
ever
you-
fear failure because that's where you learn.
You might miss something out because you ring up and ask me to bring you some stuff down, and I forget to bring it down.
Yeah,
so-
there is that. Yeah, and then I'm waiting there like this, going right.
Where's my carrots?
So the carrot dish I can no longer do. I'll have to do something else. But yeah, don't I always say to people,
Yeah, it happens, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
God, yeah.
That's why we like our failure of the month.
That's
segment,
it, because there's always
it shows
lots.
that everyone fails. Everyone's human, aren't they?
And we are human. Yeah.
Yeah, so-
Yeah. Very good. Very
There
good.
we go. Right. I think that's where we'll leave it for this episode of I Grow, He Cooks,
Where one of us gets our hands dirty.
and the other turns it into dinner.
Thanks for listening, everybody.
If you've enjoyed this episode, give us a follow
Share it with a fellow grower or a food lover.
and join us next time when I'll grow something fresh,
And I'll cook it,
assuming it all goes to plan.
which it rarely does.
Anyway, here's the bit you've been waiting for. Here's the bloopers.
We're going to have Veg of the Month.
We've got... All right.
No? Can't remember.
Let's go.
The one, I'm quite lucky here.
Coming up.
And to whatever, can't remember I was going to say. Katie, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And I'm Alan.
I grow, he cooks.
Properly. I can't get that out. Let's start this properly. I would like to introduce you to Katie. No, that was wrong because
Hello.
she's introducing herself.
It's so...
Balls.